Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now on first down from the 30. Caught behind the line. It's Kane. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man. Just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, I think that's the play the quarterback would like to have back. I'm not sure that's exactly who the ball was intended for. He had another open target on the other side of the field that he just missed.
Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Kane. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. The Trojans go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Davis will throw. Makes a grab. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it off by connecting from 10 yards out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
They'll give it to Brown. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive,
This should be the last play of the quarter. The run inside. It's Brown. A very short pickup there, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Went with the running game on first down, now back at it. Off the RPO, complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Trojans in a good spot here with second and short. Running inside, it's Brown. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. On third down, here's Brown. And he won't make it to the marker, stonewalled for the second straight play. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on fourth down. There's some room. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. In the pay dirt. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground. And he's knocked down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Again, it's Brown. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Defensive coordinators showing heat before the snap. On first down, it's Brown again. And he's in. Touchdown, Troy. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything.
Number 83, set to kick off.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Davis looking to pass. He's going to let it go. He's got it. Running free. Into the house. Touchdown, Troy. They've extended the lead and taken control here.
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile.
Number 83, set to kick this one away.
On the run. Inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to him on the ground. Bounced off his feet.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game.
There's a crease. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Trojans!
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. There he goes. Busts through behind his pad. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on first down. They'll give it to him again. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Davis will throw. Finds his man. It's Flowers. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high-low, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield.
Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that football. Make sure you get some points.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Davis looking to pass. Here's the pressure. And the pass is incomplete, and that's how the first quarter comes to a close. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll move the tight end. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Brown. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Well, the defense wasn't expecting that. They had a lot of guys back into coverage. That was second and a lot of yards to go, and they got caught off guard. Not enough guys in the box to control that running back.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Troy!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Number 83, set to kick this one.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt. Guys, the Troy offense returns to the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Here's Brown to begin the drive. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Rushes on him. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Davis will throw. Under fire. Finds a man on the right. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll try the counter. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. If we reach the 2-minute timeout, we've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. And the Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Again, it's Brown. Across the 35. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in 2nd and short, 2nd and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
The Trojans back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. The option, the keeper. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Before they snap the ball on 2nd down, timeout is called. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll run play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Davis looking to pass. It falls incomplete. He was trying to... Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw it. Quick strike complete. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. At the line of scrimmage, but they won't snap it here. They're going to use a timeout instead. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Second and goal, no dice for this offense. If I'm on offense right now, I'm thinking about who are my mismatches, who are my big bodies out wide that I can throw them the football and they can make a play over top of somebody.
Got his man on the right, and he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
Number 83, set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, Week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at UCLA taking on the Nebraska Cornhuskers. And it's the home team in one of those old-school fight-in-a-phone booth games. Neither team has been able to break out offensively, but it feels like the one that does will come away today with a signature win. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Back now to your game inside Hancock Whitney Stadium. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground.
So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. They come out for the first time in this second half. The lead a little smaller than when they went to the locker room, and they'll try to answer here. Looking to scramble. Got room at the 35. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Bought a little time, lets it go. So now it's second and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Pulls it on the option. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
Here comes the heat. Got his man on the right. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They get him on the ground, but boy, they took the business end of that run as he picked up 8. One more time, it's Brown. Made a defender miss. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Trojans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. On the draw, it's Brown. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll give it to Brown. Headed to the... Jaguars ready to kick it away first. Coming out with it, it's Wicks. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Troy's offense will take the field first. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Fights off a defender. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick release on the RPO. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Kane.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Davis will throw. He wants to take the top off. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Offense in a bunch formation. Calls his own number. Got a little grass. He slides past the sticks. That'll be enough to convert the 3rd down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run the option. He breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The